So, there's a civil war going on within the Republican Party. Now, many online are saying that Ben Shapiro's side is losing. If that's the case, then my side and Charlie Kirk's side is also losing. And the person that said that our side is losing was Asmongold, and there's other people online as well. But the biggest name that I seen who said it was Asmongold. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, chat, is to prove him and all the others online that they're wrong. And why are they wrong? Well, look at what Nick Fuentes said while he was alive, basically. When St. Charlie Kirk was alive, Nick Fuentes said a lot of wicked and evil things about Charlie Kirk. Here's the clips.
I think a lot of people are starting to find out Charlie Kirk is not the patriot that he says he is. And so I look at what happened last night and I think to myself, this is totally a doable operation. You know, Charlie Kirk in the grand scheme of things is just some retarded idiot. The dog is terrified. I had to go upstairs and reassure him because I'm screaming at my screen, calling Charlie Kirk a bitch and everything. The contrast could not be more clear. Charlie Kirk is a totally unexceptional human being. A moral struggle that's happening on the higher dimension, right? Which is Christ versus the devil. Who does Charlie Kirk serve? You know, is he really a Christian? Is he really Christ-like when he supports foreign wars and Israel and all this? Look at the people he's taking money from. You know, so the guy's a fake Christian. The guy's not a patriot. He hates our country. He's un-American. Let's focus all our firepower on Charlie Kirk. Why are we doing this? It's because Charlie Kirk is a fake patriot, a fake Christian, and he hates his people. He's anti-white. This is our...
All right. After seeing that, that makes you that guy, you know, make your brain think a little, man. Why is Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens both aligning themselves with Nick Fuentes when it's a known fact that those two worked with Charlie Kirk while he was alive? We all know this, chat. We all know this. Both Tucker and Candace has worked with Charlie Kirk before in the past. But now they're all of a sudden they're doing business with Nick Fuentes. Like, for real, chat, they're doing business with Nick Fuentes by inviting him over to their podcast and doing an interview and all that stuff. And it's pretty sad because if Charlie Kirk was alive, chat, and saw what was going on, he will be upset. He will feel betrayed by his two so-called friends, in both Tucker and Candace. He will be deeply heartbroken and betrayed by those two if he was alive. Because Nick Fuentes tried everything to tear down what Charlie Kirk built. There's a clip of Nick saying that he fucked Turning Point USA. Here's that clip.
Whether he chooses to confront me or not, whether he has dignity and honor or not, it's just a matter of time. My ideas are already there. I've already impregnated your organization. I took Turning Point USA and I fucked it. I took your organization, I took your baby, Turning Point USA, and I fucked it. And I've been fucking it. And that's why it's filled with groypers. That's why your whole crew, that's why the people around you, that's why your chapter presidents, that's why your attendees, they're all groypers.
After seeing that clip, you have to ask yourself, is Nick Fuentes the person, the correct person that the Republican Party should follow with their ideas moving forward? And I say, absolutely fucking not. If you supported Charlie Kirk while he was alive, if you attended his events in support of Charlie Kirk, I plead with you guys to not listen to that fucking retard Nick Fuentes. Do not listen to that fucking old retard Tucker Carlson. Do not listen to Candace Owens. Do not listen to any of those three people, because those three and their ideas stood against what Charlie Kirk believed in and stood for. Nick Fuentes has called Charlie Kirk a fake Christian, a fake patriot, and he implied that Charlie Kirk is a follower of the devil. Is that who you guys want to listen to? Someone who bad-mouthed Saint Charlie Kirk while he was alive? And he said this thing as well, saying that he fucked TPUSA. Like, bro, is this who you guys want to follow, bro? Like, for real. You all need to start using your brain and see the truth and follow what Charlie Kirk followed. Because a lot of people on the left is trying to claim that Charlie Kirk was a racist, but he's not. Here's clips of proof that Charlie Kirk was not a racist.
That kind of has me like on the fence of whether or not I go kind of like full blown more like conservative or moderate is just seeing how
Give it up. That is a gift from the Lord, everybody. That is just beautiful.
Different between white people. This is so important.
I can't break down the helix strand, but I mean,
Give me one thing that white people and black people have different biologically.
don't change the question of this. Like DNA-wise, we are different.
No, we're not. That's a lie. It has been disproven. Front page of National Geographic 6 months ago. Racism created by society. If you look at DNA independently in a science laboratory, they cannot distinguish between a black person or a white person if they look at just the DNA, because the only difference is the melanin. It has been disproven. Race is a social construct that I want to break out of.
Points. I would say that I am with you for the idea of a colorblind society. I think that it's a bit of a farce to say that colorblind society is something we should aspire to, but I think it's a farce to think that it doesn't exist, that race doesn't play a factor.
I totally agree.
Okay.
Yeah, you're black, but it doesn't matter. It's not the most important thing. Instead, it's, are you a good person? How do you act? How do you treat other people? Are you a Christian? Like, what is your worldview? I want to get back to that. Of course, we're still going to see differences, but I want to de-emphasize them to a place where we look at each other as fellow human beings and fellow American citizens.
Thank
you so much,
Absolutely
man.
Not.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, can I get a hat from
Absolutely.
my buddy? I have my buddy. Thank you, man. Can I shake your hand, man? Appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you, guys.
Thankfully, I was raised away from all that, 2 loving parents.
And that's the greatest thing that you are, one of the, if not the greatest. And that's my hope for every child, black, white, or Asian, to have 2 parents. That is a ticket to success. Please continue. But here's something I will encourage you to do as a Christian. Okay. Care less about people's shared racial experience and look at them instead of just as their soul, as God made them. We should try to strive towards a blinder race nation, not one that talks about skin color all the time.
I agree 100%.
And I think, where's my brother up here? Where's my man? Look at him. You got to come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Get over the gate. Come over the gate. Look at this guy here. Look at this. Yeah. Right to the mic.
You stand for me, we good.
Wait, I only stand up for white. What, is that a white man? Can you look at him, please? Look at him.
I already.
Is that a white man?
Fist bump.
Is that a white man? You said I only stand up for white men. He's got dreads. Instead of just looking at everything in the past that's wrong and bad through a victim lens, say, you know what?
It's still going on. Okay.
One sec. Say, you know what? I'm an American, and I'm going to use my mental energy to say, despite all of that, I get to succeed and flourish and prosper as a black American at the University of Tennessee. You are a living embodiment, Gigi, that you can still succeed as a black individual.
Okay.
Because I look at you not as a black guy, but as a human being made in the image of God, and I want to know what you bring to the table. Are you good at the job?
If you go back to the original founding fathers, they intended this to be a European nation for white men of good stock and character. Yes.
So, can you show me, let me answer the question. Can you show me where in the United States Constitution it says that?
It wasn't in the Constitution.
It wasn't in the Constitution because they didn't believe it.
The founding...
What does the phrase e pluribus unum mean? What does the phrase e pluribus unum mean?
Why is that relevant?
Because it was on every founding document and presidential seal from our founding, which means out of many, one. You, sir, and your ideology is not conservative. It is right-wing, identitarian. It has no place in the conservative movement, my friend. Get out of line. Get out of line. I don't platform trolls, and I don't platform and I don't discuss people or I don't debate with people that are not good faith actors. And
you debate malice and people who champion.
They can keep on yelling at how successful we are and our big events and well over 1,000 employees, but there's a lot of jealousy out there. We build, they complain. We succeed, we win. They blame the Jews.
All right, after seeing those clips, you see that Charlie Kirk was now a racist. And you see why Nick Fuentes hated Charlie Kirk. Because Charlie Kirk believed in those ideas. He believed in an America where we don't see skin color. We just see brother and sisters in Christ. Other human beings. Because Charlie Kirk did not see skin color. He wanted a colorblind America. While Nick Fuentes publicly said he wants an all-white America. And the only type of immigrants that he supports is coming from white European countries. He hates blacks. He hates brown people. So, I urge anyone who's watching this video, if you stood with Charlie Kirk and cried when he passed away, and after seeing these clips of Charlie Kirk, I urge you to stand with me and Ben Shapiro and many others out there and Turn Point USA to stand up against this evil within the Republican Party. Or else we will wind up just like the Democrats. Because the Democrats, they allow their crazies and their radicals to be the loud ones within their party. And look what happened. You have Democrat socialists taking over the Democrat Party. And they won in an election. Sohar Madami won the New York City mayor race. He's the new mayor now of New York. So, in order for us to prevent that to happen to the Republican Party, people like me, people like you, and Ben Shapiro and others, we must stand up against people like Nick Fuentes, people like Tucker Carlson, people like Candace Owens, Andrew Tate, and many others on the far right, and tell them they have no power and no control within the Republican Party, within the conservative movement. Because Charlie Kirk was against what Nick Fuentes believed in. And because of that, Nick Fuentes called Saint Charlie Kirk anti-patriot, anti-Christian, and anti-white. But let me tell you guys something. Nick Fuentes is the real anti-Christian, real anti-American, and he is the real devil in disguise. Do not listen to Nick Fuentes. Do not listen to that clown, to that absolute retarded fucking clown, chat. Because if you do not listen to me or Ben Shapiro, what you guys are doing are actively spitting. You're spitting, they're like pua on the grave of Charlie Kirk and what he stood for. Because Charlie Kirk, guess what? He supported Israel. He supported a colorblind society in America. He supported real Christian values. He was a real Christian. And Charlie Kirk, Saint Charlie Kirk, is a martyr within the Christian faith. Alright? So if you, like I said, if you cried when he passed away, use your brain. Be on the right side. And do not fall for wolves in sheep clothing. I beg of you. Because if you don't, the Republican Party will wind up just like the Democrat Party, where it is nothing full of crazy radicals and moderate centrists that will vote Democrat, or they'll just create a new party. So if you guys want to keep the Republican Party alive, believe in true conservative values, be a true Christian, and follow in the footsteps of Charlie Kirk. Alright? So, that's all I gotta say, chat. That's my rant. I'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. So, yeah. Please, in Jesus' name, follow in Charlie Kirk's footsteps. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.